Okay, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. And Alana, we talk about the storm surge and all the ripple effects that come from that, right?
Oh, it's a catastrophic storm. At this point, sitting at a Category 4. This is very, very dangerous. And it's great to hear that many people have left underneath evacuation order. We're taking a live look right now from Panama Beach. Look at those waves. This is just outside of Tallahassee, where they anticipate that landfall will happen in the next several hours. Dangerous conditions, wet conditions with the outer bands, bringing in all of that moisture just in the last half hour. You can see the eye right there. The western peninsula of Florida, it is just going to see tremendous impacts. Let's talk about it, because here we see tropical remnants, but not hurricanes. A Category 4 has 130 to 156 mile-per-hour winds. Sustained. That is incredibly dangerous, and we know with the warm water in the Gulf, it has upped in just the last little while. We talk storm surge. Brian just mentioned that, and you can see that elevated storm surge in purple here, which includes Panama Beach all the way down to Spring Hill, Florida, 12 to 20 feet. That is a deadly storm surge, and a lot of people who don't deal with hurricanes regularly don't truly know that that can be the deadliest part of the storm. Dangerous conditions. Meanwhile, in the west, we have a different story. We've got this monster ridge of high pressure. We're very dry. Live view from Ensign Peak, the ABC4 camera showing off clear conditions because high pressure has brought in very quiet weather pattern. 80s out there, 89 in Salt Lake. We're cooler than where we were yesterday because of a wind shift. 99 in St. George, knocking on the door of triple digits. We've got 80s and 90s on the eastern side of the state. Let's talk Salt Lake for a minute. We've seen 77, 90-degree plus days this year. Average 47. We're about to add a few more in the fall season for the next several days. 80s turning to 70s tonight, dry conditions. Let's go southern Utah as they're sitting at 99 in St. George. Live view from the area in Washington County. It's hot. Way above average, 89 triple-digit days thus far this year. That puts us in third place for the most on record for St. George. We're going to close in on that record because we have the potential of not just a triple-digit today, but the next several days and possibly the latest one on record. Satellite radar keeping those quiet conditions with the ridge of high pressure impacting the west. That weak disturbance to our north brought in slightly cooler temperatures with that 89 out there, but we're dry. High pressure does that, and we're going to stay dry through the end of the month. It's Thursday, so we look at our current drought monitor. Just want to remind you, the no drought and abnormally dry conditions add up to 100%. That's where you're seeing a lot of this yellow. The drought monitor has not changed since last week. A lot of things go into that soil moisture, evapotranspiration. At the end of the day, we know that we've been dry and we haven't seen much moisture. 9.5% for the moderate category, Southwest Utah, West Desert. It's a graduating scale, and area can be in two places at once. Below average for precip for September in Salt Lake, Logan, Cedar City. No measurable moisture in St. George this month. This month. Let's look at Salt Lake. Here's why we're not worried. Water year update. The water year wraps on Monday, and we're above average thanks to several overperforming months. That includes things like February and even last month with Miracle Monsoon. As we take a look at the future cast, we stay dry. Storms go around that ridge. At the end of the day, it's a sleepy pattern for autumn. We know that those conditions are going to just stay that way. 80s and 90s for tomorrow. The heat is on. Record potential, triple digits for the next 4 days in southern Utah. That does not feel like autumn. 100s on deck for the south. Wasatch Front with those 90s. I went mid-90s Saturday. I think this ridge of high pressure is strong. We'll center up over Utah. Dry cold front Sunday into Monday. That'll change the game. Brian, Sarah, over to you.
Alana, thank you. Hey,